Yeah, he would have been great.
Oh shit.
He would have been great. He wouldn't have had him though.
Yeah. You from LA or you from Massachusetts?
I'm from out here.
From New York?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Oh, word. That's what's up. How old are you, bro?
27.
Boy, you could be anywhere from
You didn't think that?
16.
Yeah. Nah, I can tell you was young, bro. I can tell you was young. Proud of you, bro.
What's up, guys? Frazier here with Complex. I'm here with the writer, director, and the leading man of the most anticipated movie of the year, Black Panther, Ryan Coogler, Chadwick Boseman. How are you guys feeling?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
What are we feeling like? Like, how's the response been so far?
The response has been great. I mean, the response, I just figured out what it felt like in South Korea. I was like, you know, it felt like we were the Beatles.
Were you expecting that kind of reaction, or did that like?
No.
Was it surreal?
No, nothing can prepare you for the airport. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't do me at the airport like they did y'all.
Oh man.
No, I was good. I walked out of there smooth.
Oh boy, yeah, it was crazy.
You know, every superhero movie comes like loaded with expectations and high stakes. This one feels like 6 or 7 steps beyond that. When did the enormity of the moment kind of set in for both of you? Like that this was gonna be not just a superhero movie, but like a cultural moment.
Well, I would say that I think we were to some degree aware of it from the beginning, right? When you say that we knew that it would be culturally important, but not to this degree. I knew it was important to me.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say for us it was important.
Yeah.
But if the movie's not good, none of that matters.
None of that matters.
You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah. Like I think what our first conversation was about the fact that we had to make a superhero movie, but here was this opportunity because of what Wakanda was to like tap into African culture in a way that you don't usually get to do.
Exactly.
But there's no way of you knowing how other people are gonna feel about that. So we didn't know that there would be this sort of movement.
Yeah.
You know, that's happening in a way that we could never foresee that. So you're just doing the work, as he said, and trying to make sure you make a good film.
Now you mentioned your first conversation. Did you guys first meet as collaborators on this, or had you known each other before?
Yeah, we just met. Yeah.
you know, as a director, like casting your lead that's a big tool to have. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, you know, the lead is already casting this film. I didn't know Chad yet. I had seen his work before. You know, knew he was amazing, but hadn't seen him in this. Yeah. So I was like, man, I gotta meet him though, cause you know sometimes you meet somebody and you don't get along.
It doesn't vibe.
Yeah, and that'd be the worst thing. Like I couldn't imagine working a movie where the director and the lead actor don't vibe. You know, I'm sure it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to make sure that
It's been done.
Yeah.
It's been done.
You know, and then we met. I think I was doing a junket like similar to this for Creed.
Okay.
And then Chad had to come meet me there because I don't live in LA. You know what I'm saying? I was there for that, but like nobody could see him. It was like cameras everywhere. So he like had to sneak. He like snuck in. He like snuck in the junket.
It was a mission.
Yeah.
It was like a Goodfellas like back room type.
It was a mission.
Man, it was hella back room. Like it was like a triple knock on the door or something. And I opened it and it's him. And he like nobody saw me. And he came in. We sat down. And I remember we just started talking. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like, man, we should do like let's go. Cause he was just saying like really profound stuff and everything that I liked, you know, about the character was like, you know, a lot of it was deliberate choices on his behalf. And he just got, you know, Chad got a lot of qualities to him, like you know, like they'll tell you like with actors, you want actors to be able to bring a piece of themselves to every role, you know, and it's a lot of Chad and T'Challa, you know what I'm saying? Like he come from a big family. How many cousins you got, bro? First cousins.
I'm sketchy on one side, but it's 41 on one side. I think it's 23 on the other side.
But he got like a lot of weight, like, you know, just to his life. He like a cat that's kind of wise beyond his years, patient. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talking to him, even though, you know, like he a cat from South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? And that's still, you know, that's what he is. That's what you get when you dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? But but a lot of the intangibles, you know what I'm saying, are there, and the respect and the knowledge of like African culture.
Yeah, I read that you actually took a trip to Africa to prepare for the film.
Yeah.
How did that kind of inform?
Well, we both did.
You went together?
No, he took his own trip, and I took mine. I took mine while I was preparing for Message from the King. It was, for me, Message from the King was sort of like the local comedy club. You know, you practice for your HBO or your Showtime special.
Yeah.
So that's where I went and found my dialect coach, where I decided that this would be the way that T'Challa speaks. I spent a lot of time just thinking about the character, both of those characters at that time, and trying to make them different from each other. That meaning Jacob King from Message from the King and T'Challa in Black Panther. Mm-hmm. And so, that trip was instrumental.
So this is the biggest movie you've ever been a part of. This is your third movie. Were any parts like overwhelming of this experience?
It was hard, it was hard every day, man. We put Chad through hell, man. We buried him.
For me, all of it is fun. At the end of the day, like the challenge of it is fun. I feel like there were moments throughout, the Warrior Falls sequence, even though it was cold in the winter of Atlanta, you're half naked in the water. At a certain point, you have like a moment out there where the sun is setting and it's beautiful. And you feel this euphoria while you're doing this, or we had like hundreds of extras on the cliff, on the rocks out there, and drums playing. So we had a musical set, and so in between takes, you would have moments where everybody was just kind of partying, like to a degree, like just to keep the morale up.
Yeah.
And that energy gets flowing. It starts to echo off of the rocks. And there's one moment where they were playing traditional African drums, and it kind of turned into "Drop It Like It's Hot."
That's amazing.
Right.
That needs to be like a deleted scene.
Yeah.
One thing I was curious about, you'd mentioned that Kendrick's involvement in the soundtrack came after he saw the film. Did you watch him watch the movie? Like, did you watch it together?
Oh yeah. I mean, like we were in an editing suite. Mm-hmm. He came through with his collaborator Dave Free.
Yeah.
They came through. They like grabbed hella snacks, and then just like came in the edit.
What was his like reaction to the movie? Like to some crucial parts or whatever? Like, did he have anything that stood out?
It was just us in there, so he would talk to the screen, like, you know what I'm saying, like we do, you feel me?
Yeah.
And he was also apprehensive. He didn't want to see it all. Like, he was like, I want to see it all, because I know it's not finished yet, you know what I'm saying? But he was he would hear sounds that Lil Big put in the score, and he would ask about those and say he wanted those for his music. It's a cue that goes for the Dora Milaje, where it's like a yip. Yeah. That Lil Big recorded while he was in Senegal.
Yeah, I heard that on the soundtrack.
Yeah, he liked the yip a lot.
Yeah.
Like when he heard the yip, he was like, "No, I need that." And they put it, him and Soundwave put it at the end of King's Dead. Okay. So at the very end of the song, you know what I mean, it goes into all the yips. He was like, I mean, look, man, like I really enjoy spending time with him. You know what I'm saying? He's a real down to earth cat. The coolest part about him is like he really like Compton cat. Because I've been listening to his, because I'm from a similar place. You feel me, in the Bay Area. But listening to his music, like you know what I'm saying, like listening to his music, I was still surprised how down to earth he was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The first time I met him, but he got a wild energy to him.
Yeah,
but always working.
How did you guys approach this story in terms of like educating the audience on who it is, but also getting to the plot, getting to the story, and moving it along in a really efficient manner?
It was trial and error, that was something we was modifying like the whole time. Me and my co-writer Joe Robert Cole, and the editors Michael Shaver and Debbie Berman, we were like constantly trying to figure out like how much do we need, how much do we not, and that part is difficult because I'm a comic book guy, so I know who the Black Panther is, I know what Vibranium is, But we try to make a movie for people who don't know any of that, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like, man, how much do we have to give to them? You know, how much is too much? So you end up like overcompensating and then pulling back to it's too little, till you find that sweet spot.
Well, you know, what's the ideal kind of cause and effect for you guys with this movie, with potential to open at such a big box office? What do you hope happens after? Like, what's the catalyst for this?
I'm a 1 foot in front of the other type of guy, you know, and I try to focus on what I can control, you know. I put it to you like this, bro. That's what I put it to you like. You an athlete? Was you an athlete coming up?
No.
I played football like my whole life.
Okay.
I played wide receiver. I used to run like hitch routes a lot. I played slot. You know what a hitch route is? So it's like, you know, you run like maybe 5-10 yards down the field. You turn, you catch the ball, and then, you know, I used to be pretty good at like popping those in the big runs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but every time I thought about like what I was gonna do to the safety or to the linebacker after I caught the ball, before I caught it, I dropped it.
Yep.
Like every time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I dropped a lot of passes that way. Like, oh yeah, I feel it is open. I'm finna catch this, then I'm gonna hit the safety with the dead leg, and then I'm gonna get to the sideline, and I drop it, cause I ain't focused on just catching it. You know what I mean? So like, you know, with filmmaking, I try not to ever make that mistake. Like for us, our job is to make a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's very hard to do. Like,
Yeah.
Especially like a film that's as complex as this one. Like we had our work cut out. You know, so
Complex.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, but like, you know, I'm focused on that, like making the movie good. You know what I'm saying? And then like we in press right now, engaging with y'all. You know what I mean? Like it's our focus right now. You feel me? Like, and what happens after that? You know, we don't have no control over, man. Like, and we can idealize like what would happen, but I think that'll be. I don't think something in my gut don't tell me that's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's to me that's the way I've gotten to this point. You know, very often people will ask me, was it a lot of pressure to play this role and that role? Because I played real people.
Yeah, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah, so I think the way I've gotten through each one of those situations, of course you feel the initial pressure of it. But because you're going moment to moment, you're not worried about the long term. So
yeah.
I don't see any reason why I should change that, you know, at this moment.
Yeah.
You know, because the expectations of you know, what it's gonna do to the industry and this, that, and the other is very dangerous. It's very dangerous to do that because then you're accepting this as the win. And this is not the win. You know, the win will come as people, you know, they'll bring their own things to it. They'll be inspired by it, and if they are, then more will happen. But
it's just a step.
It's just a step.
Hopefully, just 1 foot in front of the other one.
So, having seen the final product now, what's like your favorite shot that you accomplished? Because mine personally, I really love the.
That sound like a spoiler.
We'll take that.
That's a big spoiler.
See, you spoiled it for people in the room. Like,
I gotta think of the content first.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the film myself. I can say you guys killed this one. Audience is gonna love it. I'm looking forward to what you guys do next.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, wait, who ain't seen it? Oh.